A bit of a change of pace. I decided I want to play AI Dungeon and see if I can make AI Dungeon play Pokemon. So let's do custom. Enter a prompt that describes who you are in the first couple sentences of where you start out. Your name is Ash Ketchum. You are a 10-year-old in Pallet Town. Today is the start of your Pokemon journey. You have been chosen by Professor Elm to be on his team. And then there's an end quote to which there was no beginning quote. And why are we already in Johto? What? I can't believe it. How did this happen? Professor Oak told me that he wants someone like you on his team. Who is talking to us? Say, but I don't have my first Pokemon yet. Oh no, not all children get their first Pokemon right away. That's why I want you to come with me as long as you can. I can't do that. I have to get to the professor's lab and get my Pokemon. Very well then, we'll continue this discussion another time. Say hello to your mother for me and I'll see you soon. The man turns around and leaves you alone in the room. Who was that? And what room are we in? Who? Well, let's see. Say, story, do. So say, who was that man? That man? Don't know. He came in just as I was finishing another training session with one of the other trainers here, and he left just as quickly. You didn't get his name? Never mind. I have to go to Oak's lab, and AutoSuggest says I have to go to Oakland. You turn around and run out of the room, heading down the halls as fast as you can. You go to Oak's lab. The door is open. As you walk in, you see the professor with several Pokeballs on a table. He looks up at you. Good. It knows that much. Say, Professor, are there any Pokemon left for me? Oh yes, of course. Come have a look. Professor Oak picks up 3 Pokeballs and throws one to you. Okay, this is different from the anime. catch the Pokeball. You catch the Pokeball, opening it. Inside is a small creature which looks like a blue baby dragon. What would that be? A blue baby dragon. Of the Kanto starters, the blue one is Squirtle and the baby dragon is Charmander. With a long tail and 2 horns coming out of its head. What is it? Say, who's that Pokemon? His name is Snivy. Snivy is not blue, and I suppose maybe you might be able to call its fully evolved form a sort of a dragon, but I wouldn't really think so. If anything, Serperior is a snake, and it's most definitely green, not blue. His name is Snivy. Try to catch it in a Pokeball next time. It likes to run free a lot. You put the ball back on the table, and the professor nods. It's already in a Pokeball. You can't catch it in a new Pokeball. Say, wow. Snivy are rare in Kanto. Aren't they? That's like an animal that is supposed to live in New York, living in the middle of Japan. Heh, I should think so. They're rare in most places of the world, actually. There's a lot worse places to live than the Lap of Luxury, as I'm sure you know. Say, is this the Lap of Luxury? So is Ash's first Pokemon in this world going to be a Snivy? Oh yes, look around. There's a dining hall just down there. You can get anything you want to eat. You turn and look at the room again. I did not know there was a dining hall in Oak's lab. Say, I don't have time to eat. Will you give Snivy to me? Oh, I suppose so. Here, Professor Oak hands you the ball. So it's still noting that it is Professor Oak, but with a Snivy. Snivy and Professor Oak do not belong together. Professor Oak hands you the ball. Inside it, Snivy is happily chowing down on the remnants of a grub, which pleases the little creature immensely. Okay, now we find out that Snivy is an insectivore. Say, come on, Snivy. Oh, let's capitalize that. It's like a name. We're going to be best friends. All right, settle down. Let's go, he says. You grab Snivy with your other hand and hold him tightly as you walk out of the room. Okay, head north out of Palette. Auto-suggest says Pakistan. Head north out of Palette town. You walk out of town, still clutching Snivy. You head toward an old ruin that you've passed a few times on your way to Pallet. I did not know that there was a ruins really anywhere in Kanto. Do, explore the ruins. There's the ruins of Alph and Johto, and there's the Solaceon ruins in Sinnoh. No ruins that I can think of in Kanto. You walk through the ruins of some strange tower. Many of the stones have collapsed and some are missing completely. You don't see any wild Snivies around, but you know they must be in here somewhere. Why would there be wild Snivies anywhere in Kanto? You remember that Snivy isn't actually native to Kanto. It's fixated on Snivy. Okay, we are not raiding AI Dungeon now. You frown and you look around again. You see a broken archway leading deeper into the tower. You decide to go through it and explore the inner part of the ruins. Do battle some wild Pokemon. You head through the openings in the ruined walls. You walk down a spiraling staircase. I didn't know all of this was right outside Pallet Town. It's supposed to be a dinky little place. As you descend further and further down, the stench of death becomes overwhelming. Say, did something die in here? You pick up the pace and descend into the bowels of the tower. You feel something hitting your leg and grab it. It's a dirt clump falling off of your pant leg. You pick it up. Examine the... What?
Did you drink coffee?
I've had some of it. Examine the dirt. It's dirt. It is a dark brown color, almost black, and seems to have been ground up. Really, the dirt was ground up, Mom. There are several smaller clumps of brown dirt mixed in, almost like crumbs. It just sounds like dirt. Say, does this look like anything to you, Snivy? Grr, Snivy grunts. Yeah, I don't think so. Something goes berserker in your mind. Goes berserker in your mind. Say, let's get out of here. You turn to the right, following the darkness. The stairs you descended from lead up to another floor, but you decide to start climbing upward. Eventually, you make your way back to the arch where you entered. Story. You head on your way to Viridian City. You continue to hold Snivy and head toward the exit of the ruins. And other than the fact that we have a Snivy and not a Pikachu, let's see if we can get this to follow the anime a little better. A flock of Spearow attacks. You dodge. It says a flock of Spearow attacks. You dodge and return fire. So I guess the trainer is doing the fighting. Another one of the birds hits you. So AI Dungeon knows that Spearow is a bird. Knocking you down. You try to get up, but you feel extreme pain all over your body. You try to move, but can't. Say, Snivy. Use... Let's see, what might Snivy be able to use? Vine Whip. Which isn't going to be very effective against a... Grrr! Snivy roars. Odd sound for a Snivy. And does so. The vine whips forward, hitting several Spearow. So it remembered that we were fighting Spearow. They flail and fall, hitting the floor with a small patter. Alright. Pokeball? Go! Snivy unleashes his power, and the realization that he is a much more powerful creature shuts your mouth. The ball leaps forward. The ball leaps forward, colliding with the Pokeball. So we have two separate balls now.
The ball and the Pokeball.
Yep. Story. Your Pokeball catches a Spearow. You find yourself staring at the Pokeball, which is pressed up against Snivy's face. What? His beak against the metal painting. Snivy? Oh. What do we do from here? Say, we caught a Spearow! Snivy turns around, walking back toward the doorway with you. What doorway is this? Are we still in the ruins? Please tell me we're not still in the ruins. You walk after him, and into the ruins again. He stops looking around. Okay, we really need to get out of these ruins. It might be like those caves in the Sevi Islands where you can easily get lost. I can't remember what they're called. I'm gonna say we really need to get to Viridian City. Vermilion City? Snivy says in a daze. Oh yes, I remember that place. Well, we can't just leave this Spearow here. Oh dear. I just said we need to get to Viridian City. And then next thing that happens, Vermilion City, Snivy says in a daze. Oh yes, I remember that place. So first of all, my Snivy talks, and the other thing is, I said Viridian City, and Snivy answers Vermilion City. Viridian and Vermilion are two different cities, both in Kanto. Say, you talk? Snurp, Snivy says with delight. Grr, we can't catch any more Pokemon. We should take this one with us. Say, yes, that was my intention. We'll have to see if we can meet Misty next. Snivy nods and starts leading you out of the tower. You continue to ascend the stairs. Why are we back in the tower? What happened here, you ask? Story. Whatever happened in the tower, there is no trace of it now. So you continue down the path by a river. You find the two rats you were pursuing earlier. I didn't know we were pursuing rats. Unless it recognizes the story I was playing earlier with the cats, but this is supposed to be a different story. You find the two rats you were pursuing earlier drinking from the stream. Heard you was looking for us, the smaller one says. You found them. Who are these? I'm going to assume that they are Rattata. Look! It's Rattata. I don't know how to spell Rattata.
Probably R-A-T-T-A-T-A.
R-A-T-T-A-T-A. Look, it's Rattata. Gra! The large one growls. Rattata! Rattato! The rattling complains. Rattato? Look at that! The large one. Rattata! I didn't know that you could decline Rattata. So, what is a Rattata? Specifically a feminine one? The rattling complains.
1 T or 2?
One, oh, the rattling.
Rattling.
Okay. The Rattato, the rattling complains. Oh dear. Snivy. Tackle it. Snivy growls and leaps forward. He knocks Grodd on the ground.
Grodd?
Who is Grodd? I guess Grodd is one of the Rattata, or the Rattato. He knocks Grodd on the ground before he can even react, tackling him and pinning him down. Now you command! Snivy leaps away. You throw your Pokeball. Pokeball opens, releasing Snivy's ball, so there was a ball inside the ball. The snake appears to be confused before going for the attack. It bites the Ratling, who shouts in pain and attempts to fight back. Alright. You can do it, Snivy. Snivy transforms and wraps his tail around the Ratling's neck, crushing it. The Ratling struggles, but it is in vain. You've weakened it enough. Snivy, return. You happily recall Snivy, who... You happily recall Snivy, who returns to his Pokeball. You found him, you say with a smile. Arrah, Grodd comments. Who is Grodd? You throw a Pokeball at Grodd the Rattata. Rattata. You caught them both in one, huh, you ask? Grodd shakes his head, growling, then transforms and runs off into the woods. Mom? Yeah. Grodd shook his head, growling, transformed, and ran off into the woods. I think Grodd is a werewolf. Okay. Say, never mind. We caught a Rattata. So now we've got a Snivy, a Spearow, and a Rattata. Ah, Grodd says. I thought Grodd already ran off. You laugh and continue on. Okay, now maybe we can ignore Grodd. Unless Grodd is gonna be like our Team Rocket and come and attack us everywhere. Story. You see a red-headed girl fishing in the river. She drops the line and smiles at you. Hello, she says. Hello there, you reply. You notice she has a small cut on her upper lip. What? Are you okay there? Let's hope it doesn't name her in the meantime. Are you okay there? The girl smiles and nods. Yes, I am. Good. You notice she is wearing a red cloak and a small backpack. Seems she comes from the tower. No, she does not. See. Okay, story. The girl introduces herself as Misty. She says she is a Viridian City native and is only here for enjoyment. You agree to go fishing with her and catch several small fish, which you both eat. Oh boy. So I successfully told the AI the girl at the river introduces herself as Misty, so I at least got her named properly. But then it jumps in and says that she says she's a Viridian City native. No, she's from Cerulean City, which is 2 cities over.
She's trying to derail you.
Yep. So, should I take that as a fact of the different universe, that in this universe, Misty is from Viridian City, or is she for some reason lying and saying she's from Viridian City?
She's lying.
Okay. Because she doesn't want Ash to know that she's related to the Sensational Sisters. She's embarrassed of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says you agree to go fishing with her and catch several small fish which you both eat. Which probably all that would be in that river is Magikarp, which are stated to have scales that are really hard to get through. Say, I wish those fish weren't so bony. Misty laughs and says, fish don't have bones. These just seem bony due to their thin flesh. You nod and continue to talk to her. Did you hear that?
She said fish don't have bones?
Yes. Misty, of all people, should know better than that. Fish don't have bones. They just seem bony due to their thin flesh. You nod and continue to talk to her. After an hour, you decide to head back. No, we're supposed to be continuing on our journey. We are not heading back. Say, I'd like to make some comment about Ash being gullible for believing Misty that fish don't have bones. I think this version of Misty is a compulsive liar. She says she's from Viridian City when she's from Cerulean, and she also told him that fish don't have bones. Say, Misty, would you like to... So it seems like he's not going to destroy her bike, or I need to find some way to destroy Misty's bike to get us a little more back on track. But we still don't have Pikachu. Misty, would you like to go to Viridian City with me? Misty is surprised by your offer. She seems to be thinking for a while. After all, going with a complete stranger in a dangerous place like Viridian City would be pretty risky. Yeah, they don't think a lot about risks in the Pokemon world. How do we continue? come on. It's safer to travel in a group. Misty shakes her head. I'm not sure I want to go to Viridian City. There's been reports of a maniac on the loose. He supposedly killed a man and is now searching for more victims. Say, this is not the... Well, where else would you go? I don't know. I guess I could go to the hotel Mr. Pokemon mentioned in his letter. Hotel? Oh boy. Quest log. Make it to the Viridian City Pokemon Center. Now, how do we wrangle this? We need Misty to come with us. And we still need Pikachu, so maybe in this alternate universe we can just catch a Pikachu in Viridian Forest. Ask Misty about the hotel. I guess I could have some fun. So, can they heal our Pokemon there? Yes, they have the best doctors to heal our Pokemon. Then let's go. But nothing. Let's go. Story. As you get up, I'm sorry, Misty, but we have to destroy your bike. Get up. You accidentally knock Misty's bike into the river. Oh, come on, she complains. You pick up her bike and point at it. If you want to go back, you can hop onto my back and hang on. Okay. Sure. Misty climbs on your back. This is a weird fan fiction. Come on, I guess this will make me closer to Mr. Pokemon's hotel. Mr. Pokemon, I just realized you're a stalker. Misty turns red and gets off your back. Does that mean Misty is stalking Mr. Pokemon? Say, what's your infatuation with Mr. Pokemon. Misty stands in silence for a moment, then she turns around and sits down. Listen, she says. Yes? My name is Sissy. Cissy. Nice to meet you, Sissy. Mr. Pokemon, when are you going to give me a name? What? Scratch your head. Because we are You scratch your head. I don't know. What's your name? I'm Misty. Okay, Missy, you reply. Oh, dear. So, she says, I'm Misty. Okay, Missy, you reply. So it created a misnaming thing there. But that's supposed to be for Butch. Butch is the one who gets misnamed. And the AI decided to have Ash offer Misty a ride on his back after he knocked her bike into the river. Because in canon, he and Pikachu fry her bike, but there is no Pikachu yet in this story, so I can't do that, so I had him knock her bike into the river. And then the AI decided that he should offer her a ride on his back. And she doesn't want to go to Viridian City because there's a killer loose in Viridian City. It's a very wild Pokemon world. The manga might be that wild, but the anime is pretty tame. And I was trying to be the anime. Okay, Missy, you reply. Story, we really need to get to Viridian City, so overrule you and Misty travel down the road toward Viridian. So do you like the park, you say, or the tower? I like them both. It's okay, I guess, you shrug. Do you come here a lot? So do you like the park? You say. So she says, I like them both. It's okay, I guess you shrug. So I think I'm asking her, do you come here a lot? So then Misty says she comes here to get away from... Or no. She doesn't want to mention her sisters. She hides them from him. She comes here to fish. You struggle, Cole, to keep your grip on her. I bet you're a good swimmer, huh? I'm not allowed to go near bad men. You struggle to keep your grip on her. Why are we needing to keep a grip on Misty? I don't understand. Say, there's the Pokemon Center. You see Viridian's Pokemon Center up ahead. It looks like a blue cube with a red cross on the front. I thought Misty already got off our back, but I guess she was still on our back. Oh, look, a doctor, you say. Misty hops off your bed. Say, Nurse Joy, can you heal my poke? Said, can you heal my heart? We are not Brock. Can you heal my Pokemon? Auto-suggest is ready for Brock. I typed, Nurse Joy, can you heal my, and auto-suggest says heart. Auto-suggest is ready to be Brock. You walk up to the cube and ring the intercom. What? Yes, asks the voice from inside. Slow down, dear. What's your name? Ash Ketchum. Ash. Ah, the great trainer of Kanto. Okay, so even though this is supposed to be his first day as a trainer, Nurse Joy knows his name as the great trainer of Kanto. You come in need of a doctor? I saw you with that Charmander of yours. We have a Snivy, a Spearow, and a Rattata. We do not have a Charmander. Yes, but I don't have a Charmander. Oh boy.
You have another lunch container?
Somewhere. Oh, okay then. You wait patiently, and after a few seconds, the door opens. You can come in, says the nurse as you enter. Say, so is there another boy who looks like me who has a Charmander? And in the anime, Ash rescued his Charmander from an abusive trainer named Damien. Damien abandoned Charmander because he said it was weak, and then Ash took it in. Is he an empath? Is
yeah.
You're handed a Pokeball and make to grab it, but nah, you're it. You look at the nurse. What? Are you giving me this Charmander? Oh no, that's your Charmander. Inside this Pokeball is the one that looks like you. Okay. Does that mean that the Charmander looks like Ash, or that the human that looks like Ash is inside the Pokeball?
I think the human that looks like Ash is inside the Pokeball.
Trust an AI. Inside this Pokeball is the one that looks like you. Your mother brought it in when it got injured. Oh. I bandaged it up. Stuff like that. Say, gee, thanks a lot.
I think there is a glass tray outside in the front. Can you bring that to me? And then
Okay.
maybe go check the duck food.
You're welcome and good luck. You grab the ball before you can change your mind. Throw it at the small dragon. But I thought it was already our Charmander, so how can we be throwing a ball at a Charmander that was already ours? Now remember, don't stop walking. What is that about? Don't stop walking. And alright, that's a place to stop for now. Hopefully I'll be able to jump right back into this. See ya, chair, stool.